go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Desto. Hit you throwing, I'ma catch those. Make pesos. Hit you sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room, and we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
This is it. 19. Here we go. Joker. Hey, alert three. Check.
Here's a guy on his fourth franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
31. 53. Mike. Watch the backer.
On 2nd and 7, Watson steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Watson on first down. He gets this one to Johnson. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
The ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And he's got some space here. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
On first down, Watson escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
To throw again on second down. Watson flushed out right. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
53, Mike, 53.
On first down, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Check 99. Check 4, check 4. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
Throwing again on second down. Watson, screenplay, Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
53 to Mike. 53. Stop your whining. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. You don't want nothing. Pick up the ball.
Now a first down throw. Watson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Check. 19. Check. 54. Man, that's trash. 59.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson flush to his into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
It's caught. Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And another negative play there as they stop him again. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when this.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Fuller. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
53's the move, go. Shot 53.
Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with a chart. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Falcons grab it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Buying time to his left. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Back to throw, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off at the 33. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Second and 10. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. It's complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. Back to throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The kick by Bryant is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying to.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In for the sack, Deion Jones. The final shot before the break, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
when you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
To throw again on second down. Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Defense shows blitz. Watson escaping the pressure right. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
First down, Atlanta.
Just like that. Let's go one more. 41's the mic. 41's the mic.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
Let's go.
come on, capitalize on it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 48. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys as scout.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, 1 play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. A first down carry here for Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Watson, he'll buy some time right. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. On 1st and 10, Watson, and that'll be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again is Watson. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Open man is QT, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
And a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. To throw is Watson. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Reed.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Watson on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A big loss there of 9 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. They go to Johnson again. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down. They run it again with Hyde. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So now third and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll look to throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And it's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught by Howard. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works, and they get the 2 instead of 1. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Gets it off to Freeman. And now running right through it. And he's taken down inside the 30. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he'll go down at the 28. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and that is incomplete here. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
3 down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return will stop right around the 25. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He's got Fuller. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on over there. Single. 89. 87's mine. I got 87. Yeah. You don't want none. That's it. Check 45.
On 4th down, Watson steps away to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the approach.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because he had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Watson now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And he's able to get it out of there. It's fielded at the 45. He's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play.